practicing today. Ayurveda was one such scripture. Over here, you can see how traditionally Ayurveda was practiced. On the right, or on your left, is traditional Vedas practicing on a patient. That on the right is a modern aspect or a modern version of the same practices. As I said before, it's a 5,000-year-old science. So the common misconception is that it's medicine, but it's actually a lifestyle. It's a philosophy. This science is not only explaining to you what medicine needs to be taken, but it tells you how to live a healthy lifestyle. So it will touch a little bit about diet, it will talk a little bit about exercise, as well as medicine. Similar to modern medicine, Ayurveda has 8 branches, which are listed over here. Kaya Chikitsa, which is basically general medicine. Bala Chikitsa, pediatrics. Graha Chikitsa, psychiatry. Surgery, toxicology, geriatrics. Rejuvenation therapies, which is garnering a lot of attention nowadays. And the most important, science of aphrodisiacs. That could be one of the reasons why we have 1 billion people in India. So what is Ayurveda? In Ayurveda, the concept is saying that every body is made out of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, ether, and I know I forgot one, air. So when 2 of these elements are combined, you would get a primary definition of any individual. So when you have air and ether combined, it's vata. Characteristics of these 3 elements are also defined in Ayurveda. When you have fire and water combined, it's pitta. And when you have water and earth combined, it's kapha. When you go to an Ayurvedic physician, this is what he's trying to find out. What kind of defining personality are you? This is not just limited to how you look, but how you behave also. So I'm not saying that you only have these 2 elements in the body if you're coming into one of these categories, but you have all 5, but 2 of them would be dominating. So how would you be treated in Ayurveda? I skipped a few slides, but I'll get back to it. When you go to an Ayurvedic physician, he will try to first fix your lifestyle and then give you the necessary medication. So if he finds that your fire is more dominant, which is basically your metabolic system, then he would try to balance it with food or a diet chart that you could take back to your home, whichever country you're coming from, so that you would be healthier. So in Ayurveda, if you have to define a sick person, what a doctor is trying to say is that one of the elements is more dominating than the other. So diet would play an important role in treatment. I've got one slide over here about why Ayurveda. Just to what Rohit said earlier, Ayurveda is getting a lot of attention nowadays because 1, it's completely natural. There are no known side effects to it, so people are trusting it more. Western medicine has proven over and over again to have a lot of side effects, so people are trying to get natural remedies nowadays. One thing which is most important is that it's written in the scripts that there is a treatment for every ailment. We just have to find the necessary herb or mineral in the universe or on earth to figure out what combination of that herb or mineral will give you the necessary treatment. In terms of spas, which Rohit also mentioned earlier that we were trying to do, we are propagating Ayurvedic treatments. So first, when you go to an Ayurvedic doctor, he's going to prescribe you a lifestyle, something that would correct your system. The second thing that he's going to do is prescribe you a bunch of therapies. This is what you would call similar to massage techniques, but it's not the same. The first picture on the left is what we call the king of Ayurvedic therapies. Anybody who has ever experienced Ayurveda would have at least tried one of these. It's called Shirodhara. In this therapy, warm medicated oil is poured onto the forehead. This is a therapy that also has a lot of science in it. If you're a patient of hypertension, high blood pressure, to give, and if you're a science student, I'll just explain it in terms of energy. The potential energy that is in the oil in the pot, when poured onto the forehead, connects with the kinetic energy in your system, trying to slow it down. So there is an energy transfer process, and this would try to reduce your blood pressure. So scientifically, that's what it's trying to do. In this process, you can use medicated oil, but depending on your type of structure, the doctor may even use medicated water, medicated buttermilk. So it's important for you or for the doctor to know what kind of personality you are. The second treatment that is shown over here is called Abhyangam, which is the most common oilation therapy. In Ayurveda, it is recommended that you get one of these every month. This would take care of any kind of skin ailments, moisture level within your skin, and all kind of topical disorders. Udvartanam. This is getting a lot of attention nowadays because it's for obesity. So it's basically medicated powder which is applied all over the body and massaged in an opposite direction of blood flow. This would break down cellulite, and the fat content in your body is basically excreted out. The second therapy over here is Navratri. This is what the ancient Vedas would call cosmetic science. It's for your skin. It's a beautification process. It's like Cleopatra's bath. It's milk with medicated rice and bundled up, as you can see in the picture over there, and massaged for 60 minutes. This would bring luster to the skin, and for skinnier people, it's a good process to gain weight, if anybody's looking for that nowadays. So a combination of these therapies is packaged, and here are a few packages that are provided through various Ayurvedic centers. The first one, which people are chasing nowadays, is obesity. So it's a weight loss treatment. So the top picture and the bottom picture is the same lady, right? It's this lady lost 84 kgs over a period of 4 months, completely naturally. She was 6'4" and a model. So this is one of our biggest case studies. And due to mental trauma, she took comfort in food and gained a lot of weight. So she gave us 4 months of her life, and we transformed her, basically. The second therapy is also quite crucial. It's basically pain management. With the corporate lifestyle and the life we're living today, spondylitis, arthritis is creeping up. If you're 50s or post that, you have some ache and pain. So if you can get one of these oilation therapies, it's definitely going to reduce any kind of problems. Vigor and vitality, stress and strain. I don't need to stress much about it, but everybody's living a stressful life, so it's always recommended get one of these treatments. It will help you out. Ayurveda, in my opinion, is one of the best therapies because as lazy people, you can't ask for more. You're lying on a bed, a wooden plank, 2 people are massaging you at the same time, and your target is achieved. Here are some practical tips that a doctor would tell you if you come to any of the Ayurvedic centers across the world. These would be similar to what in India we call grandmother's tips, They're told to you over and over again, but nobody ever practices it. If you want to improve your skin, drink lots of water, eat lots of fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, whole grains. If you want to reduce aches and pains, regular oilation therapy, diet is the most important, and I guess that one is for our branding, regular intake of Ayurvedic supplements. Improve vitality, again regular Ayurvedic massages, adequate sleep. I don't need to stress much upon this because research has shown that sleep is one of the important factors into have a proper lifestyle. Weight management, avoid excess carbohydrates, consume green vegetable, easily digestible foods. Since you are part of the tourism industry, I was told we should put in some figures here. People are willing to travel across the world to get treatments done. Ayurvedic therapies is one of those treatments that people are willing to travel for because it's completely natural. They are willing to come to India, and this is one of the main subjects, or I would say the second most important subject that we're trying to export other than yoga. One of the reasons that it's also gaining success is that a lot of people in Europe and America are getting obese, and they're getting aware of Western medicines and the side effects, so they're looking for a more natural solution, and Ayurveda is one of them. The only issue with the subject is time. People spend a lot of time putting toxins into the body, so Ayurveda being a natural process takes up some amount of time to reverse that. So a regular session for weight loss, we are asking for 7 to 14 days. So you need to take out 14 days in a year to lose maybe 8 to 10 kgs, which is the average for a moderately obese person that we're looking at. So this is our facility in Kerala. It's called the Healing Village. This is a hospital, by the way. So yeah, it's one of the most greenest hospital that you could get out there. It's 50 acres with 30 villas. We have 4 Ayurvedic doctors over here looking into your lifestyle and what you need to do. People can just check in and then figure out the program also, or you can send in your medical ailments before, and then we can take it up from there. One of the awards that we got, or one of the recognitions that we have, is by National Geographic Traveler as top 50 wellness destinations in the world and top 10 in Asia. So that's another picture of a lady enjoying herself during the day. These are the centers that we have across the world, and we're trying to take Ayurveda to every part of the world. And next month we'll be opening in US shortly in Stamford. So as an organization and as a fraternity, we're trying to educate everybody across the world about this Indian science and the benefits that it has and what the philosophy is, so that everybody lives a healthier lifestyle. Thank you.